folks, it is that white crazy gamer, and today I'm coming with you with GTA 5 online. I wanted to do this just because I have been posting. I've never really posted Grand Theft Auto video before, and I want to expand my channel as much as possible with all the games. So let's get right to it. Now, today I'm going to be giving my opinion on which console is better, PS4 and Xbox One, and I have so many reasons that I want to talk about. So let's talk about this subject. So the Xbox One is, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of background information. The Xbox One is a console it's a next gen console that has evolved from the Xbox into the Xbox 360 to now the Xbox One, and now this is like the newest version, and this is the top of the line. Microsoft did all they could, and Microsoft is the company that made this product, and I'm sure the owner you've probably heard of. His name is Bill Gates, and he is the owner and the discoverer and the person who made the company and built the product, the first real Microsoft laptop. But anyway, it was just released this year in 2013 as a gaming console. Now the PS4 is another gaming console which is made by Sony, and Sony is a Japanese company. I forget, it's the discoverer and the maker of the company is some guy, and it's a Japanese, but I have no idea what his name is. And both of these consoles were released in 2013, and there has been something called the console wars. And these console wars have been which sells the most, which one is liked the most. And there's been a ton of controversy and debate and arguments about this. But in my opinion, I'm going to say this right now, I think the PS4 has the better bet. And don't just start yapping on me if you guys are Xbox One fans, but let me just tell you why. So start out first, it's cheaper. Retail price for the Xbox One is $499, and the PS4 retail price is $399. Now, yeah, you guys may say, well, they have a Kinect. And then that's another problem, too. You have to use a Kinect. A Kinect, you have to use it has to be on your console for it to work, and that's exactly not what we want at all. You don't want this big old thing, and it costs you $100 more, and you won't even use it. If you're not going to use it, then why buy it? And you have to buy it. That's why it's so expensive. And no, I'm sure at least a few people, probably much more than a few people, don't want the Kinect. So that's wasting $100 of their money that they probably need in the real world. So yeah, and overall the PS4 is smaller. That means it's more portable, it's easier to handle, it's easier to move around. Plus, it does not require a PlayStation Eye. The Xbox One requires the Kinect. You cannot play without it. The Eye, you don't need it. It's not mandatory. You don't need it to use the PS4. So it's smaller, it's more portable, you can move it around easier. I think it's about 5 or 6 inches smaller, and so that's a plus. The GPA is basically the graphics, the amount of graphics. The PS4 GPA is about 50% higher than the Xbox One, so overall you're going to get better graphics. And just look at that picture below, right there. You can even see, it's not a big difference, but notice how on the Xbox One his face is more distorted, you can't really see it. But in the PS4 version, you can see his face much better. You can basically see all the characteristics of the character. And this is good for any game, especially NBA 2K14, because you're obviously going to want to see their faces. And any type of sports game, you're going to want to see their faces. You're going to be able to see the face of the player better on the PS4 than the Xbox One, and that picture proves it right there. The PS4 controller is better. Now this is a lot of argument, but it has a touch interface. It's smaller and it's designed for the grips of their hand. What Sony did was they measured your hand. They looked at your hand and they put the characteristics of your hand on the controller so it fits your hand perfectly. The Xbox controller is more bulky, and it sometimes if I went to Microsoft and the size of the controller is basically the same exact size. But I didn't like that because sometimes I play it for so long and like I actually have indents on my hand from using it so much. And I felt, even with PS3, I felt the DualShock controller and it felt just so much better in my hand. It felt more comfortable, felt smaller, especially like the handheld parts. That was like so much easier. So continuing on, I think why Sony decided to lower the price of the PS4, I think it was a smart move because when they first released the PS3, it was really expensive. I think it was something like $500, just like the Xbox One. It was like $450, $500, and so Sony decided to it was really smart. They lowered the price, and I think that's a huge reason why everyone else wants it. All right, guys, so that pretty much wraps it up. I don't have too much to talk about this subject because I'm going to go to sleep because I think it's Christmas. Yes, it's Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas to everyone. I hope you have a great one. I hope you get everything you want for Christmas, and I hope you enjoy it. And that's it for today, guys. So I hope you enjoy this, and tell me if you guys want some more GTA gameplay. I'll be sure, if you guys want more, I'll be sure to post it. All right, see you guys. Peace.